Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Check. 40's mud. 40's the mud. 40's the mud.
The Franks looking to throw.
His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Patterson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A 1st down throw. Here's Franks. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Franks again. Looking there for picks, but intercepted.
Picked off by Kyle. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Big hold of the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They run with Patterson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Franks now. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On first down, it's Patterson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
Franks. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Block with the throw, caught by Hamler. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Here's Locke. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton on the touchdown pass from Drew Lock. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Bang, 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 bang. Steal,
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Falcons, nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Franks. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, 66 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The pass there complete to Sutton. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Denver.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
First down, Broncos.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw it is Locke. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Patterson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Franks. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, here's Franks. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there.
And that's how you start a drive because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity, unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Locke going to try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Green to bring it back. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Setting up play action. Franks. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Looking to throw. Franks. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone...
And all the way home for a Broncos score. For Jerry Jeudy, this is why he was a first-round pick back in 2020. The route running, the hands are great, but the speed, that sets him apart.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Stays on his feet. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. I know he ain't got it. 56 the mic.
Franks now to throw on first down. That one tipped and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10.
56. Mike. 56.
Back to throw. Franks. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. picked off by Caden Stearns. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. The final shot before break. Franks. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
We're just about set to get back to it. Both teams making their final adjustments, and we'll head back to Atlanta and rejoin Brandon in charge.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Way to kick off for Atlanta.
With a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 25 on second down, Locke. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have the Broncos first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Now Locke again. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. Dancing to his left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Lock going to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Block working out of the gun. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Grady Jarrett, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lock. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Coup for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Broncos 34, Falcons 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down.
No escape for Lock, and he'll go down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Lock, a throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Now a play fake, and here's Lock. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup there. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st and 10, here's Lock. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lock. This is Gordon on the dump off. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end Fant, and he will have a Broncos first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Now Lock. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, baby.
Touchdown.
Noah Fant, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Pass midfield, look out. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Off the play fake. Here's Franks. Right back to Pitts again. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Patterson, touchdown, Falcons. So a little bit of letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touch to keep up with your theme there.
Williams going to get it there, and it's going to lead him to third. Here as they keep it on the ground. And nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 4 yards on the pickup there. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Up on 4th, they executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And they go play action with Franks. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Franks now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Pat Surtain. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. You ain't doing nothing.
On first down, here's Franks. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
At the 27-yard line.
Franks. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Now Franks. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll fire one downfield for Fant, and that's caught inside the 35. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win at